Welcome back to base camp, Western North Carolina. We're down here on the coast. It's been 1 week to the day since I seeded the 250 some trays, 13,000 okra plants. And in 1 week, they're just now starting to pop out. They're just starting. So they'll be going at it this week pretty good. And I'll bring you some update on a couple other things. Well, these are the cut flyers. They went from a 220 cell tray pack. Transplanted some of these. These will all be sold at the market garden. And the women right here have gone ahead and retrayed them all. Moved them into 50 cell count trays. This is what goes best through the transplanter. So all these will be all set out. There's thousands and thousands of them for cut flyers at the market. And I'll go up and show you what they did to the tomatoes. Well, here we are. Here's the cantaloupes that were all planted. And they snuck in a bunch of eggplants that I wasn't here when they got done, but they're all just starting to come up. They've been seeded for a couple weeks now. They're all coming up pretty good. And we'll move on down here to all the tomatoes. They seeded some of these in these trays. These are 72 trays. Seeded some of them in there, and they've transplanted some of them. Well, here's the peppers. Last time I showed you to them, they were just, some of them were cracking. Most of them weren't even up yet. If you look close enough, you can see the little seed heads still hanging on them. They've all germinated really good in the last couple days. But these are all the jalapeno and bell peppers. Just takes them a good while to come up. But all the cucumber, squash, cantaloupes, we're here. It's Monday morning. It's a nice 44 degrees outside with about a 10-mile-an-hour wind. So it's kind of nasty out there. Be nice to be setting some of this stuff out, but a little too early yet for it. And here's some that they've done. This is for sale here at the farm center to sell. Got to where to do very little bit here. It is really hard for the farm here to compete with the big box stores. We've got some people that live here that don't mind buying quality, but they would rather buy quality than to deal with the mass merchandisers. So this used to be about a whole greenhouse, and we used to try to sell about a whole greenhouse full to the market, but just can't move them. We really can't compete with the big people. Well, with this weather the way it's been, we're really needing to get some stuff in the ground. Roots are doing pretty good. We got about another week, 2 at the most, and we really need to have this stuff transplanted before it starts getting too root bound. They're just barely holding the plug together, so they need to go a little bit more than what they are right now, but we don't like to let them go too long. Every variety, this variety right here is up and looking good. And we got some here you can still see. They still have the seed coats hanging on them. And some of them right here are still germinating. It's kind of funny how different varieties, one pop right up and grow like a madman. The rest of them are just a little bit slower. But they all have good color on them. There is no heat in this greenhouse. A little bottle of propane heater right there hasn't been on for a good while. But as I said, it's 44 degrees today. And I don't know what it is in the greenhouse, but the doors, both front and back door, both are hanging wide open. So it's plenty warm enough for them. We'll go out and see what these strawberry fields look like. Well, stopped by the broccoli patch. This has been about 6 days since I filmed this thing the last time. And all the broccoli right now is pushing about 12 inches tall. Some of it's a little better. Like I said, it's kind of brisk out here today. You can see the broccoli shaking in the wind. It's 44 degrees. And the broccoli, the cabbage, the Brussels sprouts, all this loves this cooler weather. They setting the world on fire here. I'll try to show you some of this sweet corn. It's kind of slow to come up. Got a new planter. Trying to learn how to plant with that thing and see how it does. Let's stop over to sweet corn patch right now. Well, here we are. It's just now, it's been about 11 days. Here's a plant. And then down here's the next one. We got a new planter. I'll take you over, stop by the shed and show you this new John Deere Max Merge planter. And kind of figured the sweet corn would be up by now, but the weather's gotten cool and gotten wet. We're hoping it didn't rot in the field. The whole premise of this thing is if you're at the market first with the corn, you can average about $1 an ear for it, and a week later when everybody's got it, it's worth about $3 a dozen. So you plant early and you hope you get something out of it. We hope we didn't plant too early this year, and germination could be kind of put off pretty good by this cold weather. Might have planted a little bit too deep. We're not quite sure. We're trying to learn how to use this planter, and let me stop over and I'll show it to you. Well, here's his little planter. This is his last little thing. This is a 2-row John Deere Max Merge planter. It was recommended to him by the other vegetable people. If you're interested in one, this has a sunflower seed pickup, because most vegetable and sweet corn seeds kind of irregular shaped and they're not graded out like field corn and soybeans are. But this thing right here is set up 2 rows. If anybody's ever seen it, that rubber gauge wheel is real accurate for placing the seeds, all the same depth. Pile of different gearing combinations on it, and everything all of course backed up by John Deere, which is probably one of the leading equipment and seed manufacturers going. Very good. We're going to see just how good it does sweet corn, should it ever warm up and they'd get everything germinating. Maybe now we can head back out, and we'll head out to the strawberry fields now and see what's going on there. Well, here they are. They're looking pretty good. This field right here, he held all the weekend people off of picking this thing. This is this week's. He's picking for the stores, picking for the restaurant customers. Kind of held this one off. They just took the covers off there Saturday. They were all wrapped up. They got real good color, good size to them. The pickers are out there right now. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's a pile right here's a pile of picking berries or picking baskets from everybody out there. But this whole field all out alongside the road was gone over pretty heavy this past weekend. Weather warmed up. We had a pile of people out here picking. So the berries are doing good. 44 degrees today is holding them off from ripening a whole lot. Probably don't really need to get them going till the end of the week for all the berry pickers. But they got about 6-7 acres on this one little field right here to start picking and going over pretty heavy. So it's like anything else. If you like it, share it. I'll keep bringing you some updates every now and then, about once every week or two. And let everybody know about it. Share it to everybody. I appreciate your comments. Thank you very much.